So guys, it has been a while since we've had a video on the channel. I think over 130 or 140 days, so I do apologise, but we're back down here even on the allotment. We've had quite a few showers recently. We're going to show you obviously how we've been getting on, because we have grown a lot this year. It has been successful, and I do apologise for not putting videos on, but guys, if you're new to the channel, welcome back to the channel. We will be getting more videos out. I thought that it was going to be easy having our first daughter back in March, but it's certainly been an experience, as I'm sure many of you will be aware. So let's have a look at what's been going on, what's happened, what we've grown, how we've gone, and what we need to do next, because there's one big thing still missing. So down onto the plot now, let's have a quick look. So we will get into the polytunnel shortly, but first of all, we will see under here some pumpkins growing for the nephew and niece, and also for Betsy. This is something new we had here, so I will try and get out of the sun, but we've been waiting for these to flower. So we was given these artichokes by somebody we sit next to at the football. Very interesting. We had the summer off, we went to the first match and we said, I don't think they've worked. And the reason being they haven't worked is because they're actually Jerusalem artichokes, so they're under the ground, so we would have been looking for a long time. So a little bit of an amateur mistake, but you can see flowers have obviously gone in, but they did a great job this year. Plenty of bees down here. Strawberries have started to come again, you can see in there. We've still got some strawberries coming. Potatoes still underground there. Those are your mashing potatoes, your chipping potatoes, and baking. So a couple of plants that we did have in the polytunnel around the tomatoes to keep flies away, but it just made it incredibly hard to get to those tomatoes. So one big thing we have done exceptionally well with this year is this right here, beetroot. We've got plenty of beetroot in there, and we've been incredibly successful with that. Great sized beetroot off the plot. And one thing that should have really stopped, I believe, is rhubarb, but we just keep getting more and more and more and more rhubarb from this plant down here. That has done the best. We do have the one here on the first plot that has done pretty well, and we've moved the one on plot 3. So one big thing we have done well this year, although they look like normal onions, those are spring onions that have been incredibly big, so they've done fantastic. We've done incredibly well with celery also in there, extremely strong smelling. But carrots this year we have done well with. So we did miniature carrots because we struggled with the longer carrots or the normal sized carrots and didn't grow very well. But these under that netting, I did buy a barrel from B&M, as you can see there, and we filled that with a mixture of 50% sand and 50% soil that's been sieved. So we're hoping that we've got some normal sized carrots that might be ready around Christmas. But again, apologies for the sun, but the bean wall did move this year. The beans have done absolutely fantastic again, so we're very impressed with that. And you'll see we've already got covers on for the winter, so this was where all the new potatoes were. We've had those out and we've now covered this area. I know some people don't like it. We've just covered it to keep weeds down, so we don't have to keep weeding. And then this area right here, as you'll see, was supposed to be a greenhouse. Good news, we do have the glass down here. Minor detail, we don't have the frame, so the glass is in the greenhouse. I'm going to pick the glass is in the shed even. We're going to get the greenhouse hopefully in the next week or so and get that down here, and then it's the process of building it back up. So broccoli, some has flowered because we have just been away on holiday. You can see we've still got cabbages coming along fantastically here in the winter. In here we have some more broccoli, some more cabbages. One thing that has just made a return here in September is raspberries. So strawberries are back, raspberries are back. But the new addition to the plot has been corn, and we have done well with corn this year. I'll probably get that one off right there before I leave for tea tonight. You can see plenty on there. You'll notice we've got more over there and more over there. So that's something that a lot of people have given us. 2 lots of leeks there under protection. In here, more cabbage, again broccoli. We have some more traditional cabbages in there. then we have, or called greyhounds, then we have Savoy, which is my favourite. So again, Savoy in there. Well, that's the worst light I could possibly show you in. So there you go, Savoy cabbages in there doing pretty well. More cabbages here, and again broccoli that unfortunately has blown, so we're going to take the tops off those because it's still coming, which is interesting. I don't know how long that will last. Flowering nice and well here are the pink roses. Unfortunately, the yellow roses, or the yellow or white, but we've not had much off of those this year. More potatoes there, and again, potatoes still doing well. Let's have a quick look. One thing that has done exceptionally well this year, they say you're supposed to have a good year and a bad year, but we had quite a few pears off this year, last year even. But we've got a lot of now. I'm going to try and get some of these off today because obviously they are starting to break the branches because they are too heavy. So still quite firm, but that will do. And plenty of apples on, but just incredibly small this year. So they did get a little bit bigger than that last year, but they seem to be miniatures. So here's another station. We did grow some tomatoes outside this year. They have taken longer to come, but you can see we backed that up with some, I believe, marigolds, and we've also got some chilies in there up against the shed. You will see tomatoes need picking, but a little bit slower, a little bit behind the ones in the polytunnel, but that's not a bad thing because then we can keep eating them for a little bit longer. Blackberries have done extremely well. We did inherit this bush, so we did cut it all back, and I apologise for the light down here. But yeah, we've had a lot of those off. Mum's got an obsession with picking those and freezing them. That seems to be a favourite job. And we've got some red cabbage here, which is for pickling. I don't really know what else you can do with that. I know you can just have it, but you will see the size of those. Some of them are the size of a football, so they've certainly done well. This corn is a little bit behind, so whether we will get anything off this, I don't know. I need to Google when potentially it might get a little bit too cool for that. And we can see even more beetroot here. You can certainly see the size of the ones we've got off. Started to pickle some of those. And then again, the tomato plant here has done incredibly well, so I'll be picking a couple of these off. You can see a lot of fruit. We just hope it's warm enough to get these coloured, or whether we take them off and try and ripen them on the windowsill. So sprouts, they are coming along. We did have a look a couple of days ago. You certainly can see some on there. So we've got sprouts down here. We also have them up there. Probably have 10-15 plants of sprouts, so I think we'll do exceptionally well with sprouts this year. More broccoli in there, which is hard to see in the sunlight. We have moved the rhubarb on this plot down here. You can see that bean wall's had a little bit of a better day, so I've also netted all the raspberries over here. Some more coming there. This is the issue we've had with some of the carrots, the longer carrots. We've got the old wonkies, which is not ideal because not very easy to maintain or well, try and eat, to be honest. So more cabbage. We do have more beetroot. Beetroot seems to have been a fan favourite this year. We've got some parsnips in there and turnips. So let's go and have a look in the polytunnel. So like I said again, still got a lot of stuff in the ground. We are aiming to get a lot more out in the coming weeks. Just keep eating that. Get into October, we've done pretty well. We need to get some straw under those so they don't go rotten. But polytunnel, first thing, corn. We had corn in the polytunnel, which is probably not a normal thing to do, but did exceptionally well. They're pretty much ready for coming out now. They've stopped growing, but you will see straight away tomatoes galore. Still plenty that need ripening. Chilies down here, the banana chilies down at the bottom. See cucumbers, plenty on there. Peppers have started to come. Unfortunately, again, being away, we've missed out on those tomatoes. All different colour peppers. We've got some chilies here, so we do have some jalapenos, which I have been having in omelettes. We do have, obviously, cucumbers all the way down there. We do have some different chilies in here. So again, smaller chilies that we are going to be using in different foods. More and more peppers, which have done really well. And you'll see we've randomly got some stray tomatoes in here. Plenty of chilies down at the bottom. More chilies up here. Onions that we took out of the ground, so they're just hanging here. They've just dried out over the summer. You can see still plenty of tomatoes on there, so it's doing incredibly well. We need to start getting these off, because you will see there's still plenty that need to ripen up. You can see we don't want all these to go to waste, so I'm going to try and get as many off as possible. Make sure we've got those off, so these can now fruit, these can now change colour. But guys, that is a longer version of one of the videos, probably the longest video on the channel so far to date, but we will be making more videos down here, getting down there, hopefully show you the progress with the greenhouse very soon, and start to show you what we're going to do next. Are we going to get some more stuff in the ground? When things come out of the polytunnel, are we going to replace those with different things? That's the big question. That's what we want to see. How much can we grow? Guys, again, apologies for being away for so long, but hopefully now we've got used to parenthood. I can get back down here, start to get some more videos out, and hopefully you enjoy that. Guys, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and we'll see you very soon.